Good morning, welcome back to Dower House Farms, Beef and Crops Farm, East Cork and South of Ireland. Morning boys. All happy out? Chewing the cud? We'll get on the load all and get the silage pushed in. Slow to start as always. Ooh, I think we'll turn on the heated seat. Oh, just a job. All the lads are just arriving to ride the horses. Jar, Evan, and Glenn. It's 10 degrees this morning. 10 degrees this morning, but it feels like, it feels way colder. First really, like, damp, everything is damp. Going into the winter now, so have to get out the warm clothes. No, I'm not a man for an air, really, to tell you the truth. Like a bit of freedom. Right. That's next, man. Now, get these tyres gathered up, get the plastic cut back. I hate tyres. Anyone who knows anything about tyres will hate tyres.
I seen you walk down Shandon Hill. Saw you lace your boots up on Murphy's windowsill. You've the look and the cut and the gauge of a good thing. I won't pass more judgment until I hear you sing. This is Cork, in Cork down by the Lee. This is Cork, a real capital city. This is Cork, in Cork down by the Lee.
My two least favourite things to do are cover and uncover silage pits. What a dose. I think I need to go ride a horse to de-stress myself. They're just gone out one lap there now. I'll start up the mix and I'll go with them on the second lap. I'll get a mix going. Start it barley as always. This is not good. Now we have a problem. That is not supposed to be there. Right, we'll knock her off, bring her up to the workshop and see what's the story. I've it tied up there just so it doesn't drag on the ground. We'll go up to the workshop now. Mightn't be as bad as I thought. I think all that holds this in is a bolt. So maybe the bolt is just half loose and I'll have to take off that cover now and look down the shaft to see. So yeah, I have the power drive off now so I can turn the gearbox. It seems just to be a key wet and a bolt holding it on, but why did it come off is the question. That is the one now. I think there'll be something show up. I checked the hardy spices on the shaft there, they're fine, so I'm going to check the ones in here by the gearbox. Yeah, so I'm going to take off that shaft and take it out altogether just to have a proper look at it, make sure it's okay before we put it all back together. So, that's the gearbox in under the tub, the floor of the tub, and this is the shaft driving the whole lot. I'll have to take it off. There's a bit of play somewhere, but I think it might be on the shaft and here. This end of the chassis is perfect as well. There's no play in it. Either way, it's all moving away perfect, so they maybe just came loose over time. Tackles head. Get the way back through the whole top now. So we're going to have the Samco, the company that will buy the inputs for the maize off of, are coming down to have a look at it early next week, and I think it'll be nearly fit for harvesting next week maybe. I'm hoping the end of the week, we'll have to see. So it's good we're getting back the whole crop bit, because the maize will be going in here now next. We get the silage next. One thing about where my silage pit is, it faces right into the sun when you're doing a mix, if you're taking it out of the pit, which isn't really ideal, but anyway. This is ray clover silage. This is the protein source for our ration, our TMRs. I'm just here in the office changing my boots. It's the ad out there. And I could hear one of the lads shouting at the other one, I'm going to use that. The other said, well, I can't read your mind. Well, boys, what's the story? Do you really need to be moved? I know you like roaring, but yeah, I think you do, in fairness. Come on, I'll give you a shift. There's a handy old yard here for we feed the calves here, so Fong has all the tracks set up. Fairness to now, it's a great job. So yeah, these old tracks don't do great. Look, there's dung inside them. He's the only calf here now that I'm not happy with in this group, and like he's still up on 210, 220 kilos. This beast. This fella as well isn't hectic now. He's just cold looking. I don't know why. He's actually in good old order. He's just so cold looking. That fella. There's serious calves in this group now. So these are the calves that did the big move the other day. About 6 acres in this field. We're going to get it grazed down, get it sprayed off, and we're going to plough it and put in winter wheat, probably for a whole crop. It's the one thing when you are feeding cattle, they're never really happy. Anytime they see you, they're like mooing looking for feed, but I know there's no fear. Beast. He'll be. So you've 2 calves there now, right? Both probably similar age. Where did he come from? They came from 2 different herds. No, actually he's about 2 or 3 weeks older, because yeah. But that's the difference between an early and a late calf now. He'll be fine. They'll both be O's. He's grand calf, grand bit of length about him. Nice hindquarters. He's just an exceptional calf, but not a matter, like his hindquarters for the size of him isn't very deep, you know. So look, they're all fine. That's why when I buy, that's why I like Frisians, you know what you get? They're all O's and P's. And you're paying accordingly. Whereas you could buy some different fancier calves with the hope of them being O's and still be P's. So just out walking farms again for customers up in Tipperary again, and I was just going to get out of the car. Guess what happened? It lashed rain. It must always be raining in Tipperary. So I'm actually on a beef farm here now, one of the few beef farms we do work for, but this would be one of the, if not the top beef grassland based farm in the south of Ireland, pumping out a lot of beef off of grass, really high level of grassland management, and we do the farm walks here every week, so great to be involved in this farm. It is cold and I've got wet a couple of times, but when you've scenery like this, being out on a day like today is just, it's good for the body and soul. Just heading on now, back for Care. Finished the last farm there. A bit later than I anticipated. It is 10 to 7, so it'll be late enough now when I get home. But good day's work done. Got good few farms walked. So yeah, a bit of a short video today, I'd say. Yeah, look, it'll be busy now again next week. The forecast is chopping and changing. Yesterday it was good all week, and I said, right, there's no rain at home today. I said, right, we'll let Sunday go by now. There's an awful lot of rain for Sunday. We'll let that off and we'll get stuck in then Tuesday or Wednesday when that's after drying off. But I think the forecast for Thursday now might be bad again, so look, we might have to change. We've a lot to do now. We were sort of on top of things, but when you miss a couple of days at all, it puts you on the back foot. So we have we've the beans to cut. There's 2 days cutting them. We're going to start sowing barley next week. So look, there's probably 2 days after, even though there's only about 60 acres to be sat next week. But sure, by the time you get going now and get the seed and get organised and get rolled, and that must be pre-emmed, so there's a good 2 days working that. And the straw will have to be baled from the beans, so the day's working that and drawn. And there's silage to be done. There's 30 acres of silage and possibly the maize. So a wet day this time of the year, you know, if you get a wet Monday, you might get going till Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday, so the whole week can pass you by very, very quick. So yeah, look, hopefully we'll be able to keep on top of it there now. I'm going to leave it there now for today's video. We're going to a sort of a vintage / modern cultivations day tomorrow. It's on in Mogeely, in East Cork. It's the Mogeely Vintage are running it on the land of R&R Farm. So there's savage, there's loads of dealers going to it. Atkins, Jim Power, I think, McCarthy's. I don't know who else now, but I can't remember. If I forget you, sorry. But anyway, we're going to go up there for a look tomorrow, so we'll take a few clips. There's going to be savage gear there by the looks of things. So please like and subscribe. We're nearly at the 100 followers now, or 1,000 followers. Like, it's getting into like, there's only maybe, I don't know, like 980 or something. So in like a month and a half, it's unbelievable. So and all the views, I'm getting loads of views on the videos now as well, like 1,000 views every day, so that's great. Look, I'm glad that people are enjoying the videos. Obviously they are, because they keep coming back. And don't be a bit afraid to put into the comments what you'd like to see. Look, I'm only getting into the swing of it. I think the videos are improving a bit every day, so I know the last 2 days have been a little bit slow now, but I just had to do them couple of farm walks. We'll be back helter-skelter farming now for the next week, hopefully, if the weather allows. So right, see you tomorrow for more Dower House Farms.